Welcome to Brainish English Stories.
Once upon a time, in a small town, there was a handsome guy named James. He was tall, with dark hair and sparkling blue eyes. James was a student at the local high school, where he studied with a cute and adorable girl named Jennifer. Jennifer had long, curly hair and a sweet smile that could brighten anyone's day. They were good friends and often spent time together studying and chatting during their breaks. James secretly had feelings for Jennifer. He thought she was the most wonderful girl in the world. Every time he saw her, his heart skipped a beat, and he couldn't help but smile. Jennifer was his first crush, and he hoped that one day he could tell her how he felt. One day, James and Jennifer were sitting together in the school library, surrounded by books and papers. They were studying for their upcoming math exam. "Hey, Jennifer," James said, looking up from his textbook. "Do you understand how to solve this equation?" Jennifer glanced over at James and nodded. "Yeah, I think so. Let me show you." She leaned closer to James and began explaining the problem step by step. As they worked through the math problems together, James couldn't help but admire Jennifer's intelligence and kindness. He felt grateful to have her as a friend, even if she didn't know how he truly felt about her. After they finished studying, James gathered his books and smiled at Jennifer. "Thanks for helping me, Jennifer. You're the best study partner ever." Jennifer smiled back. "Anytime, James. We make a great team." With that, James walked away, his heart feeling lighter than before. Even though he hadn't confessed his feelings to Jennifer yet, he was happy just to spend time with her and call her his friend. And who knows what adventures the future might hold for James and Jennifer. Time flew by, and soon James and Jennifer found themselves admitted to the same college for their graduation studies. Little did they know, destiny had something special planned for them. As fate would have it, they were both selected to work together in a team for a college project. This brought James and Jennifer even closer, giving James more opportunities to spend time with her. They would often chat in a group with their classmates, discussing their project and sharing ideas. Sometimes, James and Jennifer would have personal chats on WhatsApp, and they even started following each other on social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook. In the bustling corridors of their college, James and Jennifer's friendship blossomed. They would walk together between classes, sharing laughs and making memories. One sunny afternoon, as they sat together in the college cafeteria, James couldn't help but steal glances at Jennifer. He realized that his feelings for her had grown into something deeper, true love. "Hey, Jennifer," James said, breaking the comfortable silence between them. "Do you think we should add more research to our project?" Jennifer looked up from her notes and smiled. Maybe. Let's discuss it after class, okay?" "Sure," James replied, feeling his heart race with excitement. He cherished these moments with Jennifer, even though he hadn't found the courage to tell her how he truly felt. As they continued to work on their project together, James found himself falling more and more in love with Jennifer. He admired her intelligence, her kindness, and the way she always believed in him. But despite his growing feelings, James kept his emotions hidden, afraid of risking their friendship. He was waiting for the right moment to reveal them. As time passed, James and Jennifer continued to spend quality time together, sometimes in a group with their friends, and sometimes alone, cherishing each other's company. But as graduation day approached, they knew that their paths would soon diverge as they embarked on their respective careers. For the first time in their lives, James and Jennifer found themselves apart, pursuing their dreams in different fields. It was a bittersweet moment for both of them, knowing that they would no longer see each other every day. However, thanks to the wonders of 21st century technology and social media, they were never truly far apart. Even though they were physically separated, James and Jennifer stayed connected through platforms like Instagram and Facebook. James sees this digital connection as an opportunity to express his love for Jennifer. Whenever Jennifer posted something on social media, whether it was a photo of her latest adventure or a funny meme, James would always be there, sending a heart emoji or reacting with a heart to every post. These small gestures were James' way of silently expressing his feelings for Jennifer, hoping that she would notice and understand the depth of his love for her. It was the only hint he dared to leave for Jennifer, unsure of how she would react. As James scrolled through Jennifer's social media feeds, his heart swelled with love for her. He longed for the day when he could finally tell her how he felt, but for now, he was content to silently adore her from afar, waiting for the right moment to make his feelings known. One day Jennifer calls James. Seeing her call James was excited. Excitedly, James answered Jennifer's call, her voice filled with anticipation as she invited him to a birthday party at the hot chili restaurant. Martin, their college friend, was celebrating his special day, and James didn't hesitate to accept the invitation. "Sure, Jennifer. I'll be there," James replied eagerly, feeling a rush of excitement at the prospect of spending time with Jennifer and their old college friends. Jennifer then asked James for a small favor, to pick her up from her house along with their other friends Mary and Olivia. They planned to go together to the restaurant, making it a fun trip down memory lane. As James arrived at Jennifer's house, memories of their college days flooded back. Mary and Olivia greeted him warmly, reminiscing about the adventures they had shared together during their time at college. "It feels like just yesterday we were pulling all-nighters in the library," Mary laughed, her eyes sparkling with nostalgia. Olivia nodded in agreement, adding, "And remember that time we crashed Martin's dorm room party? Those were the days." With laughter and chatter filling the air, they made their way to the hot chili restaurant, eager to celebrate Martin's birthday in style. Once at the restaurant, the group settled in and enjoyed a delicious meal together. As the evening progressed, Mary and Jennifer decided to surprise everyone with a dance performance, moving to the beats with grace and rhythm. Olivia, ever the talented musician, accompanied them on the piano, her fingers dancing across the keys effortlessly. Feeling inspired by the love and joy in the air, James decided to take the stage next. Though he wasn't the best singer, he wanted to express his feelings for Jennifer in his own special way. With a nervous smile, James began to sing a romantic song, his heart pouring out through the lyrics. "Your smile lights up my darkest days. In your presence, my heart sways. Every moment spent with you is pure bliss. In your arms, I find eternal peace." Though his voice may not have been perfect, the sincerity in his words touched Jennifer's heart, filling her with warmth and affection. As the night came to an end, James realized that sometimes it's not about being perfect, it's about expressing love from the heart. And in that moment, surrounded by friends and laughter, James knew that he had made memories that would last a lifetime. After the unforgettable party at Hot Chili Restaurant, James had been contemplating proposing to Jennifer. However, he couldn't muster the courage to do so. One ordinary evening, James returned home from work, but there he found Jennifer and her parents sitting with his own parents in the living room. Surprised but delighted, he warmly greeted them all. As James and Jennifer's dad engaged in conversation about James's career, Jennifer's dad asked about James's company and work experience. James eagerly shared details about his job, hoping to impress Jennifer's parents. Suddenly, Jennifer's mother, Mrs. Elizabeth Smith, interrupted with an unexpected question. "Do you know how to take care of a woman?" she asked, her gaze piercing. James was taken aback by the question, unsure of how to respond. His mind raced as he tried to gather his thoughts, but before he could answer, Jennifer's dad spoke up. "James, do you love my daughter?" he asked, his tone serious. James felt his heart skip a beat. He was caught off guard by the question, and for a moment, he was speechless. His mind raced as he searched for the right words, but before he could respond, Jennifer stepped forward. Taking James's hand in hers, Jennifer looked into his eyes with sincerity and love. "James, I know it's been a long time coming, but I need to tell you something," she said softly. "I love you. Will you marry me?" James felt a rush of emotions flood through him as he looked into Jennifer's eyes. He knew in that moment that he couldn't keep his feelings hidden any longer. With a lump in his throat, he managed to utter a single word, "Yes." His voice filled with love and sincerity. Tears of joy welled up in Jennifer's eyes as she threw her arms around James, feeling overwhelmed with happiness. In that moment, surrounded by their loved ones, James knew that he had found his soulmate, and he couldn't wait to spend the rest of his life with her.